There's a story on the Blaze today about, there's two. One is a story of the new TSA freeze thing that they're doing. You're walking in the airport, you're in the secure side, and they just come in and they just say, freeze, don't anybody move. And then everybody stops.
Now, naturally, you would think that there's some problem.
Yeah.
So you would comply.
No, it's just a drill.
Yeah.
They're just training you like a little rat. Training you to just freeze.
And you know what? Most people say, well, because they've trained us to think this way, too. I don't mind because it's about our security.
That's not our security. It's not our security at all. Okay,
I'm tired of that.
Yes, it is.
No,
to some degree,
not.
it is. If, like, for the example you
I'm
just
sorry.
used.
Hang on just a second. Wait,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you're in trouble now.
Do you fly with me? Do you fly with me?
I do. I have flown
okay,
with you
you
many
fly
times.
with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see how stringent the TSA is, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not at all.
Mm-hmm.
The private industry, when you're flying privately, the private industry is doing fine without the TSA. We're doing fine. The TSA, they watch the perimeter. They make sure that everything's secure. And I will tell you that, and when you drive into a private airport, there's these big security gates around the airfield, as there should be, monitored by TSA, as they should be. If you drive and you don't stop your car and you don't watch that gate closed, they'll throw your butt in jail, as they should. And they monitor that, and they're very, very, very strict. But there's none of this, hey, I gotta canoodle with your noodles there for a minute. Let me just let me just hug and kind of and tenderize
there
that
is
area
no
a bit.
canoodling.
There's none of that. There's none of that. And have we had any problems?
No.
But
No.
I mean, certainly, private airports are
They're
a lot easier
training
to
you.
See, I mean, let's put the example you just used. And I'm not saying the TSA is a wonderful organization that's incredibly efficient. We all agree that that's not true. But
Should be abolished and should go into private hands.
And it is by many, including, isn't San Francisco?
Yeah, I believe it is.
A lot of airports are doing this on their own because there was a clause that they could get out of the TSA, and many are doing it.
And may I recommend Texas, please, for the love of God, get out of the TSA.
Right.
Get out of the TSA. The TSA is a nightmare waiting to happen. They're unionizing it more and more every day. It makes no sense whatsoever. Get out of the TSA.
It's true, but I mean, it's not crazy to have a security procedure if something is missed at the gate and they don't know what happened. Like, for example, the gun you just talked about. If they had it and they found out, they realized later on that, oh my gosh, their gun went through. Where did this person go? Everyone needs to stop, right?
I have no problem.
You don't want the
Look,
person boarding with a gun.
if I am walking through the airport and they say freeze, I stop.
Sure,
I stop because I don't want to be a problem, and I want to make sure we get the bad guys. I'm not one of the bad guys. And so I will stop, and I will help. If there's a guy running, and they're like, stop that man, I won't be very good at it, but I will, I don't know, I'll throw my wife's purse at him or something and try, I will help. We all will. We're not the bad guys. However, if you start just making me stop and start because you just want to train me to stop and start, go to hell. No, not interested. I'm not playing your little reindeer games. Who do you think you are?
Are they training you or are they training the agents to do this? I mean, my thought would be that they're training
an
the
agent has to be trained to say the word freeze?
Well, I mean, let's
if
say...
they have to train them to say freeze, they shouldn't be an agent.
I'm not saying... I don't think the word freeze is the training.
Try it.
I wish everybody...
Stu, can you say... Go ahead. Try it right now. Say the word freeze.
Fles!
Okay. You can't be in the TSA. You can't be
I mean, this is how bad it is. This lady was flying. She flies in. She gets to the airport. She checks her purse. She puts it on the X-ray machine. It goes through. She's got a gun in her purse. She's flying to New York City. Now, if you've ever tried to bring anything, I mean a bottle opener, into New York City, it's ridiculous. I have flown with a weapon out of Newark, New Jersey. If you want to be treated like a criminal, do that. This woman is flying into Newark. She's got a handgun in her purse. They miss it. So she gets off and she's like, hey, guys, I just want to let you know. I got a handgun in my purse. Freeze. They let her go because she was honest. I can't believe they did that. I don't know if they arrested her out on the street for having a handgun in Newark. I hope she was legal. I brought in, when I flew, I brought in a handgun, and I had the bullets in one locked container because I know Newark, New Jersey, and I know New York. So I come in, and I have it locked in one, the bullets and the cartridge. Put it in. Have the pistol in another one locked. That wasn't good enough. They wanted me to separate the cartridge from the bullets. Like, what are you going to throw the whole cartridge at them? What
the bullets will walk into the cartridge.
What are you even talking about?
Or sometimes you can squeeze the bullets out of the cartridge and go right through somebody's body.
And so you ready? So this is what they had me do.
Uh-huh.
I'm not kidding you. They had me take my handgun and put my handgun in my suitcase and put the bullets in one of the lock cases and the cartridge in the other lock case. Well, when I got to my destination, guess what the airline had done? They had lost my suitcase. And so now I'm sitting there with bullets and a cartridge and two locked cases and no suitcase with a pistol in it. And I said, you people are insane. Where's my handgun? You know, the one with the little number on it in case any crime is committed. I'm responsible. Where's my handgun? Oh, I don't know, Mr. Beck. We're going to have to find. They found it. You know where they found it? Canada. How did my handgun go across international lines? How did that happen? I've got the bullets. I got the cartridge. Meanwhile, the Canadian Mounted Police have surrendered to my suitcase there in the airport. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Must have been in French-speaking Canada.
Yeah, it was. It was in Quebec. It was found in Quebec, and I'm like, oh, that's good. At least they'll all surrender to the suitcase. I was so angry. Because they made such a big deal. And then I'm standing there in Newark, and I'm looking at all these people like, are any of you reasonable? Are any of you reasonable? What are you talking about? No reason whatsoever. Because you, Mr. Beck, you behave yourself. Freeze. You do exactly what we say. We're professionals here. And you're slowing us down from losing your luggage in another country.